Today, let's slow down our practice and watch that interplay of strength and gentleness, Sthira and Sukha in our practice. We'll start on all fours, knees under the hips, hands under your shoulders. And take a moment here and then exhale and take a few breaths in your cat position. Stay centered over the palms. Knit the front of the ribs together and back. Lift your navel up and back. Drop your tail. And then inhale, gaze forward. Stay long through the sides of your neck. Soften under your throat. Light and bright across the chest. Keeping the weight centered over the palms. Exhale through your cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, come all the way back into child's pose, keeping the arms active, softening the top line of your shoulders, and tuning in a little bit more to your breath. As you breathe in, feel your inhales expand three-dimensionally, the sides, the back, the front. As you exhale, soften right below your navel and lift your navel up and back towards the spine. So you're maintaining that softness across your chest, even as your arms are strong. Keeping your breath slow. Finding those little pauses at the top of your inhale and the bottom of your exhale. Now coming back up through your hands and your knees, walk your hands forward slightly of the shoulders. Curl your toes under, and with bent knees, heels lifted, lift through your tailbone and press your belly and your chest towards your thighs. So keeping your knees bent to start, especially if you're tight in the legs. And then eventually reaching the heels back and keeping that center over your palms, side to side, front to back. Begin to establish that same center over your feet, side to side, front to back. Each inhale, the tail is light, the breath expands into the sides and the back. Each exhale, as you soften the skin below your navel and lift your navel, root down into your hands and your feet. So you can create that groundedness with your exhales from your belly to where you're touching the floor. Inner expansiveness with your inhales, coming up onto your tiptoes and walking your hands back to your feet, planting the feet flat, lift up halfway, inhale, and as you exhale, grab opposite elbows and forward fold. Keeping the knees soft so you can establish that center over your feet, side to side, front to back. The head can hang heavy, bring that lightness through your tail. Each inhale, you're breathing into the back and the sides of your ribs. Each exhale, you're lifting the navel and you're rooting into the four corners of both feet. Finding those little pauses at the top and the bottom of your breath. Releasing the arms. Inhale again, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, standing all the way up. We'll reach the arms up over our heads. And you can interlace your fingers and pull the palms apart. Again, center over the feet. And feel the muscles of the legs hugging into the bone. Dropping your tailbone down, lifting up out of the back of the chest, lifting up out of the arms. Softening the top line of your shoulders. Every exhale as the navel draws in, you're rooting down through the feet, up through the arms. Each inhale, really feel the breath three-dimensionally, sides, back, front. reconnect to that interplay of gentleness and strength. Releasing the arms back down by your sides. Breathe. Keep that center, that lightness and brightness in and around your chest. There's where the gentleness is. Each exhale, as the navel draws back, you're rooted through the feet. Notice how if you relax the muscles on the tops of your feet, it helps to engage the legs a little more. Keep your breath slow and full and steady. Utilize these longer holds today to really refine the way that you hold yourself in this position. Not so much about correctness, but allowing this be about just feeling your body. So as your arms reach forward now, lift up onto your tiptoes and evenly distribute the weight through the balls of your feet. The legs are strong, the navel and the tail draw into the midline. And as you press forward through your palms, you can draw back through your arms, into the back of the shoulders, into the back of the heart. Relax your throat, the sides of your neck. Breathe. Can you find that connection from the belly, pressing down into the balls of the feet? The arms are strong, but the top line of the shoulders stays soft. The chest stays open, receptive, releasing the heels and the arms down. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bow forward, forward fold. Inhale, look forward, halfway lift, and then walk yourself forward to plank. Now connect with where we just were when we were standing on our tiptoes, right? From your belly, you're rooting back evenly into the base of your big and pinky toes. Keeping the weight distributed evenly over your palms, side to side, front to back. Each exhale from the belly, you're rooting into your feet. Each inhale, keeping the weight distributed evenly over the hands, chest light and bright, gaze slightly forward, drop your knees. Keep your gaze forward, exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Weight stays distributed evenly over the palms, straighten the arms, inhale, exhale, bend the elbows again. One more time, inhale, Chaturanga as you exhale, come all the way to your belly this time, and inhale, lift up, baby cobra pose. The elbows stay bent. Exhale, come back down. So tops of the feet press into the mat. Inhale as you lift up into cobra pose. And exhale as you come back down. Coming up into your cobra pose. Weight evenly distributed over your hands. Chest is lifted. You're pressing into the faces of your toenails. Your legs are strong in this shape. Exhale, go ahead and lower back down. This time, inhale, lift up into upward facing dog pose. So the arms are straight, the pelvis hovers off the mat, and you're pressing into the tops of your feet. Strong legs, strong arms. Finding that interplay of gentleness across the chest and strength in the arms and the legs. Press back, exhale, downward facing dog pose. Feel an evenness from your feet to your hands, from your hands to your feet. Each exhale, the navel lifts, you root into your hands and your feet. Each inhale, really feel your breath expand into the sides, into the back, into the front. Stay connected to your breathing, those subtle movements associated with your breath. Now, walking on your tiptoes to your hands and slowly rolling yourself up to stand. Turn to face the side of your mat, wide-legged stance. If you wanted to measure, you could reach your arms out and point down with your fingers. It's about where you want your feet. Big toes will turn in slightly so the longer edges of your feet are parallel to the short edges of your mat. So as you center over your feet, side to side, front to back, relax the tops of your feet, feel your legs engage. The upper body is light. The arms are reaching out to a T right at the height of your shoulders, but soften that top line of your shoulders. Soften right at the base of your neck. Let your breath fill this shape. Turn your right toes towards the back of your mat. Bend your right knee, warrior two. We're going to breathe here for a few breaths. So bring your awareness into your front leg, center over your right foot, and as you hug your right hip under you, feel a lifting up and out of your right hip crease. Now simultaneously, you're evenly rooted through the left foot, side to side, front to back, and you can feel your left hip crease drop a little bit. The heart stays light and bright as you reach out through your fingertips, as you draw in through your upper arms, into the back of the shoulders, the back of the chest. Now inhale, come up through center, and you can hop your feet together. Step or hop your feet back out wide. This time you'll turn your left toes towards the top of your mat. Warrior two, bend your left knee, tuck your left hip under you, and lift up and out of your left hip crease a little bit. And then as you root evenly, back to front, side to side over your right back foot, feel your right hip drop a little bit. Stay centered over the feet. Each exhale, you're rooted into the feet. Each inhale, the chest is light and bright. There's that gentleness at the shoulders and your neck. Finding your expression here today in your warrior two. Straightening the left leg again, turning the toes side of the mat, hop your feet together, and then hop your feet apart again. This time we'll have the big toes turned in slightly. As you reach your arms out, you can sweep your arms behind you and interlace your fingers. As you fold, hands can stay on the sacrum, or arms can reach up and over your head. Seize this opportunity to refine while we're here. So let's evenly distribute the weight over your feet. Hug the muscles of the legs to the bone as you soften your glutes and widen your sitting bones. The head is heavy. This arm position helps to keep the chest light and bright here. A little bit of awakeness in your upper back. Each exhale, the navel lifts. You root into your feet. Each inhale, emphasize that brightness, that gentleness in and around the heart. Drawing into the belly, you can release the arms down and slowly bring yourself upright. Arms reach out to a T, right side warrior two. Side angle pose, bringing your right elbow to your right thigh, reaching the left arm vertical. And you can stay here with the arms reaching apart, or you can reach your left arm up and over your left ear. Keep wrapping the left shoulder, the left hip back. Keep the weight grounded evenly through both feet, side to side, front to back. Breathe here. As we exhale, navel to spine, you're rooting into your feet. And we inhale that expansiveness of the breath three-dimensionally. Relax your throat. Little tuck of the chin. Keeping that steadiness of breath. Inhale, come up. Straighten the right leg. And then turn your left toes to the top of the mat. Warrior two, left side. To side angle pose. Left side. So you can bring the left elbow to your left thigh or grab the ankle or your foot. Right arm can stay up vertical. You're really trying to stack the shoulders, open across the front of the pelvis. You can also sweep the the right arm up and over the right ear, wrapping the right pec, the right shoulder back. Stay light on your left arm. And you're really just pressing the left arm into the left leg, keeping the weight evenly distributed over the feet. Each exhale, you're rooted from the belly. Each inhale, that inner expansiveness, sides, back, front. Keep your throat, your forehead soft. Add those pauses, top and bottom of the breath. How can you refine the way that you hold yourself here? Coming upright, warrior two, straighten the legs, hop the feet together. Exhale. Coming to stand towards the back of your mat. Center yourself over your feet. And And then bend your right knee and open your right knee out to the right. And you can press your right foot into your left ankle, into your calf. You could help your right foot up above the left knee, or even take, like I am here, a half lotus position, pressing the foot into the top of the thigh. Hands come in front of your heart, and then the arms reach up in your tree pose, Vrikshasana. Every exhale, you're rooted from the belly, you're rooting into the legs, pressing right foot into left leg, pressing down through your left leg. Every inhale, grow taller through your spine. Keep that softness, that gentleness, though, in and around the chest. Breathe. Watch that interplay of gentleness, Sukha, and strength, Sthira. Releasing both feet down, releasing your arms down. Hands to the hips. This time you'll bend your left knee. Open the left knee out to the left in your tree pose. Foot to ankle, foot to calf, or above the knee on the inner thigh, or on top of the thigh in a half lotus position. Stay centered over your standing foot. Hands can stay in front of the heart. Or you can reach your arms up over your head in your tree pose, Vrikshasana. Keeping your breath steady. Every exhale, you can feel that groundedness. And every inhale, that equal sense of lightness and gentleness. Even though the arms are strong, the top line of the shoulders is soft. Releasing your arms down, releasing both feet down. Inhale, reach your arms up. As you exhale, bow forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And as you exhale, you can walk your hands back into downward facing dog pose. Tail is light. Head can hang heavy in between the upper arms. Really feel that center, back to front, side to side. Not only where you touch down through your feet and your hands, but even throughout the pose, from front to back, side to side. Every exhale, as the navel lifts, you're rooted into the floor wherever you touch down. Every inhale, find that lightness around the chest. Feel the inhales expanding three-dimensionally. Find a little bit more stillness now in the shape. And then you can drop your knees to the floor. Open the feet so that either you can sit on your heels, you can sit inside of your heels, or you can sit on a prop in between your feet. The tops of the feet are on the mat, Virasana, hero pose. And take a moment to settle. And you really don't want the knees to open much wider than the outer hips. Center yourself in this posture, and you can keep your hands on your thighs, stay upright, or you can bring your arms out behind you, lift your tailbone, tuck it, and set back down. So you're finding a little bend in your low back and your upper back, and you're maintaining an evenness as you lower further. And if your elbows come down, if you lay all the way back, you know you've gone too far if your shins lose contact with the floor. So be honest about it. You can always adjust that little tuck of the tail. Find integrity through your spine, evenness, lower back and upper back. And you're just breathing into the shape. Now as you exhale and the navel draws in, you can feel the tail and the shins drop. And each inhale, really breathe into the sides of your ribs, into the back of your chest. See if you can breathe into your upper back. breathe into what's uncomfortable. Again, watch that interplay of gentleness and strength. Use a little bit of strength through your spine as you come back upright. Lean forward, cross up the ankles, roll over your feet, legs extend forward, arms extend up. Dandasana, staff pose. Find that center here, back to front, side to side where you touch down. And now as you exhale, the navel draws in and the back of the legs, the back of the heels root down into the floor. As you inhale from your side waist, lift up through the back of the heart, lift up through your arms. Find that gentleness at the top of the shoulders. Breathe here. See if you can really refine that connection of your breath. Exhaling, grounding from the belly, navel to spine. Inhaling, light and bright in the upper body. Now reaching forward and bowing over the legs. Seated forward fold, Paschimottanasana. Inhale, lift and lengthen a little more, and then exhale, bow. You can always soften the knees so that you can keep and maintain that sense of length and integrity through your spine. Relax your throat. Keep the pinky and big toes, both sides of the feet, pulling back towards the top of your head. Every exhale as the navel draws in, you're letting the legs drop into the floor. As you inhale, really allow the inhales here to create that length through your whole spine. Low back, mid back, upper back. Again, refine that expression of gentleness and strength. Inhale, come upright. You can bend your knees. Maybe you grab behind the thighs for Navasana today, or maybe you frame your legs with your hands. The knees can stay bent. It's like you're squeezing an object in between the legs, or you can extend the legs. Again, allow each exhale from the belly, rooting down into the four corners of your sitting bones, back to front, side to side. And as you inhale, you can rebound up through your spine, light and bright across the chest. Everything's lifting except for your sitting bones. So you're floating on the surface of the mat as you inhale. As you exhale from the belly, you're rooting down into the mat. When you're ready to, you can bend your knees, cross at your ankles, and find a comfortable seated position. Centering yourself where you touch the mat, closing your eyes. Let's just take a few slow, full breaths together here. So exhale completely, release all your breath out. And then inhale deeply for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Once more, inhaling, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Taking a few more normal, comfortable breaths here and returning to your day. See if you can continue to observe that interplay of gentleness and strength, of Sthira and Sukha, as you move through your day. Because in any moment, you can refine the way that you're holding yourself in that moment, the way that you're breathing in that moment. Thank you so much for joining me today. Beautiful rest of your day, wherever it finds you. Namaste.